blown away by that. I burped. An elderly male sex doll has been created by sex robot company RealDoll. Gray hair robots have been made at the request of the customer and posted in the firm's Instagram account. According to the Sex Text Guide, the wrinkly model was built specifically for a client. RealDoll captioned this on Instagram, quote, "Okay, we get daddy issues, but this might be a whole new level." The company's flagship sex doll is artificially intelligent Harmony doll. It's also working a sex male robot called Henry. Your thoughts on the male sex robot that has gray hair and wrinkles and presumably balls that go past his knees?
Long ass balls, like.
I knew it.
It would be the RealDoll, the folks over at RealDoll. So I'll tell you why I know who RealDoll is because I don't know if you guys remember late night HBO when you had Real Sex.
Oh, I do. Yes, of course.
Real Sex, you know. Yeah, softcore stuff. Well, sometimes hardcore stuff in Real Sex actually, which is kind of crazy now that I think about it. But anyway, like. This was like RealDoll was the sex doll of the future, and they were like $10,000, and they were just giant pieces of latex. And now they got robots. So I mean, this is definitely how we kill ourselves as humanity. Wait till we put a microchip in that motherfucker. It's just one step next to it, closer to our demise. We're doing it in a lot of different ways though, so I'm kind of excited to maybe figure out how this race ends.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the realism of an old man real doll, I mean, the similarities are a lot closer to humanity. Artificial hips, fake knees, gelatinous skin that doesn't feel real. I'd like to do this, though. Who's the customer? Because I thought that they were going to be releasing a line, and you're telling me that this is a kind of like a one-off, which I'm kind of, you know what? I'm kind of grateful to hear that this is a one-off, but I'm trying to think who would want an elderly sex doll. You think it could be like, I don't know, some young hot chick who aspires to be a trophy wife, just maybe so she can acclimate herself to like old man dick and then therefore secure her place in the Anna Nicole Smith Hall of Fame.
Could be an old widow.
No.
Who's got some loot. $12,000 is what it's going to cost.
Yeah, because old widows who have a lot of loot are going to go fuck some young pool boy and be done with it. Yeah. Okay. Come on, those things weigh like 300 pounds. Like, you have to be like a specimen just to position it to the proper settings.
I mean, that's probably still true. I'm not gonna say it's not, but like, it definitely was in fucking 1998 when I found out about Real Dolls. So. Like Murr's got a point. It's probably not an elderly person because they would need like a fucking an engine jack to fucking move it around the house. So
right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is definitely a weird one. But I also think Murr to a more specific point. I think they're all fucking custom made. I don't think they mass produce like. Here's the Jeromes, and there's 6 of them in the back. You know what I mean? Like, look at the Kyles over there, and I don't think that's how it works. I think people for $10,000, people just call up and they're like, "Hey, man, I need these very specific specs."
This is Steve. This is a defective version. Taking only the best out, but yeah, he's no longer produced.
Yeah, this is the Bashimi model. He's got some wonky eyes, but he's quite the lover.
It's just weird, every different length limbs on some. They're just like, hey, that's just a little gremlin guy we made. You can have him. He's cheap, half off, $5,000.
Does the Jerome model cost more since they have to produce?
Well, no, actually, everything's detachable. Depending upon what you're feeling on a particular night, you can just throw on a new.
Yeah, you can get multiples too.
Right.
Yeah.
Or one for specific entryways, if you will. Might want to vary it up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we are a depraved society.
Some that have you have settings of horsepower.
horsepower.
Operation Ramrod. Here we go.